We can learn from anything. There is no failure, there's just feedback. Just feedback. So you can learn what to do and what not to do so that you're always learning. And if you're learning, that's a success. What would happen if you could only succeed from now on? I had a woman tell me yesterday, she said she was testing this out. So she went for a walk at some home and garden show, and she didn't say anything out loud, but she said that she walked by every single person and she sent them positive energy. She said, I wish you well, just in her mind. She didn't do anything else. And she said 5 different strangers walked by, smiled, and said hi to her. She's like, whoa. I said, what if you would have actually smiled and said hi first? Right? Imagine what you can attract to you. Because every one of you in here has a story. You've all been through some stuff, right? And your story can empower you. You have wisdom that you earned by going through the things that you've gone through. You can learn to disconnect from the pain and keep the knowledge and use it to become stronger. Did I tell you my farmer metaphor about how farmers, growing up in Indiana, farmers know that a lot of things grow in manure. So you take the crap from your past and you use it to grow your future. Every chance you get around another human being, you have an opportunity to lift them up, to say something kind, to hold a door, to do something nice. And it doesn't matter if anybody else knows it. You know it. Mother Teresa said, you're going to do something really nice and people are going to destroy it. You do it anyway. You're going to build up buildings. They're going to blow them down. You build them anyway. You're going to be nice and people aren't going to appreciate it. You be nice anyway, because at the end of the day, it ain't about you and them anyway. Thank you. I'm going to be passing a plate around. I was working with a gas company, and they had 300 customer service reps. And when someone calls up a rep at a gas company, it's not to see how their day's going, right? It's like, why'd you turn my gas off? And so they can get really upset because they're scared, right? And so a lot of people were tired of being yelled at, and they'd be like, you should have paid your bill, right? And just kind of giving it back. But then they wouldn't feel good at the end of the day. And so what we did was we asked ourselves, how do we want people to feel about us once they hang up the phone? Now, sometimes you can't do anything to fix the challenge or problem that they have, but you can be compassionate. You can say, I'm sorry. You can care, right? And so I said, what's the feeling? And people would write compassion, empathy. And so they would write that down and they would put it on a Post-it note and just stick it to the monitor. And then whenever the phone rang, which was all the time, they'd look at that Post-it note and then they'd ask themselves, what do I need to do to make sure that I'm always going towards that emotion? What can I say? How can I hold myself so that I'm always moving towards compassion? You can decide what you want to feel. Put a little note, put it on the dashboard of your car. Every time you get out of your car, you look at that note and say, this is what I'm going to create now. So that we really are, as Wayne Dyer said, we really are getting from the day instead of just getting through it.